All right. Good evening and welcome back to today's live analysis session. It is a special one today because we've got another one, another day, another Friday, another first Friday of the month. That is the US NFP reports scheduled to be out in a couple of hours from now. So let's get started off with a risk warning, and we'll touch base with Euro USD, dollar index, GBP USD, gold, and other instruments of your choice. We'll also touch base with Dow Jones and SPX 500, NASDAQ, if there is time. And please feel free if you want me to analyze any particular instrument of your choice. We've got Mr. Jha joining us on Zoom, and we are expecting more participants to join further. I think we have been joined with Rashid. Rashid Bhai, welcome, and let's get started off. Those who are joining us live from YouTube, a warm welcome to you as well. If you have any questions, please feel free to type in there. And I have a habit of toggling the screens between Zoom and YouTube, so I will be able to answer your questions. Thank you, Mohammed Ji, for joining again, and let's get started off. I will go through the risk disclaimer first as the normal procedure. Over the counter margin derivative contracts, including contracts for difference and spot foreign exchange, are complex instruments and come with the high risk of losing money rapidly due to leverage. You should consider whether you understand how these products work and whether you can afford to take that high risk of losing your money. Independent professional advice is highly recommended before investing. And this session serves an educational purpose and will not include any financial recommendation or advice. Thank you very much. Just a humble reminder: we have we are doing Friday are English and Wednesdays and Thursdays are Hindi. For those who are joining for the first time, I'm pasting the links here for the webinars. You can register there. I'm I'm pasting the link here in the chat. You can use the registration links to join whichever webinar is of your choice. I think we have now joined with Mr. Ishwar as well, and Shuklaji. Thank you again, both gentlemen, for joining. We have not yet started. We are just beginning the first instrument, and that is the Euro USD as usual. Once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Let's get started. Again, for those friends who are joining us live on YouTube, please feel free to type messages there. I will be toggling screens in between and will take your questions and your on demand chart analysis as well. Thank you. Straight away, if we look at the Euro USD daily chart, what it has done is five-wave rally at a minor degree, which is uh, which is historic. But just to keep the larger degree in mind, it is good to know that. Furthermore, it has completed the corrective ABC decline as well. And right from 13th of January, we literally started on 17th of Jan 2025, and since those sessions, each each time we have analyzed euro, it has been on the long side because the trend is higher, and there is no doubt the trend is going to remain higher for a while and it is just the beginning. And did you see that rally materializing? It has taken all our first targets. It is reaching closer to our second targets already. Now today's session is important. Why? Because we are just going to face a noise, an event in 1.5 hours. All right. So I think this is a good opportunity for us to find out what is going on the right hand side. Now this is where the action is lying right now. January 13th is a major low, and we have also got waves 1 and 2 in place. The third wave is extending, and the targets are way above 1.1275. So please keep this bigger picture in mind and allow me to go back on an hourly chart and find out, or a 4 hourly chart, and find out a trade, because now most of the traders are interested in getting in on the euro and pound long side. But the only thing is that the train has moved a bit faster than expected, and normally we cannot control the speed. This is the only problem. The only thing we can control in the market is the stop loss and risk. We cannot control the profits, we cannot control the trend. So let's try and find out what is lying ahead just before the noise, that is the NFPs. Are we going to see a corrective decline? Probably yes. Then we are good to remain with a limit. That is the proposed wave count for Euro USD on a smaller time frame. It's a minute degree. The minute degree wave 1 and 2 in place. We are looking for minute degree 3. Minute degree 3 is already underway. In fact, it is subdividing. In fact, it is extending actually. Let me just adjust the counts here quickly. Minute 3 is going to come somewhere there. Minute 4 lower, and then minute 5. But it's not very simple. Minute 3 is extending, so it is going to go higher. It might go even higher than what we have done, what we have projected. All right, the first target that we projected on the first day itself was 750. Now those ladies and gentlemen who have been with us from 17th of January, they might have known euro longs in past the first targets yesterday. It's been a bit faster actually. So if you booked partial profits, please don't worry. We will get a chance, we will get another chance to enter. And that's what this session is for. We are trying to find out another entry point. Please don't buy, or it's not recommended to rush behind the markets. Don't have the feeling of being left out. Markets don't move in a straight line ever. They are always going to give us opportunities and provide us with entries again. All right, so let's try and find out what is in store next. If you allow me to do the trend lines are really important factors. They help us determine which zone we are. Now, the boundary in question is, remember, 28th of February, that is last Friday when we were here. After the session, it made a low at 360. We had a limit order in place, and I also emphatically conveyed the message that today, if today's major high probable chances for a major lows and tops and bottoms to carve both in euro and pound and the dollar index. All of us, all of our friends who are joining right now, Anthony, uh, Mr. Taha, all are welcome. Please, we are just analyzing the first instruments, so please stay with us. We are trying to find out another entry point now. Okay, we have hit the first targets already. If you have booked partial profits, it is good, but don't be restless, don't go against the trend. We are trying to find out another entry. Let's do that straight away. Okay, so 28th of February is a major bottom in place now for euro and pound. We will take that boundary into consideration. If you want, I can zoom in a bit so that prices are clear. Now, this is the 38.2% decline, and we are expecting price action to. Yes, Rashid bhai, gold is coming up. Euro USD, this is our schedule for today. Time is no limit. We will do more instruments as well. Euro USD, dollar index, gold, uh, GBP USD, Bitcoin, Dow Jones, SPX, and any other instrument of your choice. I will also cover Nifty. All right. So please stay tuned. Today's session is going to be a bit lengthy. It always becomes lengthier on Fridays, and of course, especially on an NFP day. Now, please pay attention. If today's NFP they trigger high probab, whatever they come, we are not concerned about what NFP figures are going to come out, but the charts are now telling us a story potentially that Fibonacci 750 target has been hit. Proposed wave 3, you can see that that is wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3 is also achieved. You see that wave 3 target is also achieved. Ideally, we should move towards wave 4, and wave 4 is coming around 1.0672. So 1.0672 is our entry. Our stop loss projected proposed stop loss is 1.0350, and our next targets are 930 and 1.11, and those are just beginning. All right, so please pay attention, and if you want, you can note it down, please. I am typing on the screens. If you want, you can please note down as well. Now, trading interest uh, is equally important in currencies as it is important in gold, because all markets are important for us, whether it is currency, equity, or metals or indices. So, first trade for the day up on your screens here. This is a potential limit order on the buy side. I'm going to give us a range. Okay, the range would be it is 6666. So let's say 1.063060. All right, let's put it a range here. Stop loss 1.0300, just to be on a safer side, 50 points below the low. And now see, for those who are joining in new, for them, let me just review. The first target has already been met for euro. We are trying to find out another entry point for the second targets. For those who are still sitting on the sidelines and those who want to re-enter buying euro, please do not sell just in case that if you think I will sell here, cover it at 650. It may not work. It is risky to go counter trend. Please wait for prices to drop. Today is a very good day. It is going to be a trigger. Technical people like us wait for such events for trigger. All right, and target is 930 and 1.1130. Now, please remember, these are just initial targets. These are just initial targets. The cycle is not going to complete at 1.11. The cycle is going to go above 1.1275 at least. I repeat, sir, the cycle is going to go above 1.0275 at least. All right, for those who are joining from YouTube Live, again a warm welcome. If you do have any questions, please feel free to type in there. I have a habit of toggling every 2-3 minutes. We'll take your questions then. All right, that's the first trade for the day, Euro USD, up on your screens. Let's move on to the dollar index now. All right, now I'm going to go straight away on the 4-hour chart because the daily chart, I will quickly review the trend and then we'll come back on a 4-hour quickly. I'll just take a pointer and explain the trend for those who are joining in fresh and have not followed us earlier. Now, the dollar index has been in a downtrend, all right, since that mark. September 22, the story started, it began, sorry. First 5 waves lower, I'll do the wave counts quickly. Rather than labeling, I'll use an arrow mark. That is the first 5 wave lower, and then 5 waves are followed by 3 waves corrective higher on the opposite side, which is called a counter trend. That is also complete. What we are seeing right now is the beginning of another 5 wave decline of the same intensity as the first wave. When I say first wave, I'm talking about this wave, I'm talking about that intensity. The magnitude of the drop earlier is going to be almost equal to the magnitude of drop right now. All right, so all the action is now on the right hand side. Let's go back on the 4-hour chart quickly without wasting time and let's try and find out an entry for ourselves. Now, the first trades were recommended around the 17th of January and more precisely on the 3rd of February, and they have achieved their first targets. I'm going to take 1 minute to label the recent wave counts because that is important. It is going on right now. We need to stay abreast with the current trend. Okay, and the trend lines and Fibonacci targets are as follows. I like to use conventional tools as well, the basic tools of technical analysis. It helps me a lot. All right. Okay, now you see that first targets were around 104, mid 104. That is, it has surpassed and it has surpassed very quickly. Tell you what, the third waves, it's actually the third of third wave. It's wave, it is wave one, that is wave one, wave two, again wave one, wave two, again step down, wave one, wave two, and wave three. So it is wave three at multiple degrees unfolding. It is going to be very powerful and it is still not done. But the only thing which is looking positive right now today is the RSI is diverging. When the RSI is diverging, I don't know who's drawing the lines here. Vinay Kumar, no problems. It is your session. You can do that, sir. I really enjoy these things. Shuklaji, no problem, Shuklaji. No worries. This is actually fun. These are our sessions, okay? So no worries at all. I'm not very good at Zoom tools, so you can help me in that if you want. Now, the retracement levels are 10476. Please note down the entries now. The first target has been met, 10468. If you have taken partial profits, no problems at all. It is always good to take partial profits, but the drop has been more than what we anticipated. We cannot control the markets in that sense. No one can do that. The best thing that we can now do is try and find out an entry because this is wave one, wave two, wave three. Let me draw the path here. Let me tell you all the friends joining here. Shuklaji is one of the first participants, and he has been with us from almost right from the first day, attending all sessions, and we've been exchanging knowledge with each other. Great being here with a small family. We are growing each day now. Okay, so this is what we are expecting now, and today's event could be the trigger. It is going to be a potential trigger, so please wait for price action to reach. Now we are going to set up a range 104, maybe 104.75, 104, 105. So here's the second trade for the day. Now, one more thing when we are analyzing dollar index, please, there are several providers. Now, this provider is capital.com. If you are using any other provider, the highs and lows and price action might be different. So please follow your provider accordingly. Potential limit to sell. The range is going to be 104, 70, 80, or it could be 104, 105 as well. Now I was looking with time perspective as well. Today it could trigger today and it could materialize early next week. All right. Generalized stop, I would say 110, considering all the providers. Only one stop I recommend for dollar index. And the target price, you can please note down the target prices as well. It is 102.50, 101.25. Basically, it is going to below 99. It is going below 99 because that is where the technical pattern is going to complete. For this pattern to complete, it has to print below 99. Please remember, this is wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that 5 will be wave 3 of a lower degree. And again, you see 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5. That will be minute wave 3 somewhere here. Where is minute wave 3? All right, here it is. It's going to be minute wave 3. And then we are going to see minute wave 4 and 5. So it's a long journey. And I think we are around 30% of it, 30 to 40% of it, not more than that. All right, sir. With that note, let's move on to gold now. And gold chart, I normally keep it done. We have been following this gold chart since quite a few weeks now, and we will continue doing that. Okay, so first things first, we will let everyone know what gold has been doing. The story in gold begins from September October 2022, where it started unfolding 5 waves of a minor degree. That is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 up there. Wave 4, we have adjusted since last 3 weeks. Earlier, we were considering wave 4 to drop towards 2500 uh, as an expanded flat, but now we have changed our preferred count for possible wave 4 complete around 2537, and we are now looking for wave 5 progressing higher. All right. Now, within that wave 5 progression, let me adjust the counts here. We are on a daily chart. Within the wave 5 progression, we are, Rashid sir, gold analysis is being done right now. Gold analysis is being done right now. This is gold chart. This is gold analysis, okay? This is the daily chart. Hare Vinayji, no problems at all. You don't have to be sorry at all. This is our class, we can do anything we want. We have to just enjoy the journey, what we are doing, and it's okay. I always keep saying that these are your sessions. I'm just a facilitator, and this is just one of the examples. Okay, gold now. Gold is progressing within wave 5 possibly, and within the 5 waves, it has completed minute 1, minute 2, and minute 3. Let's go on a 4-hour chart, please. It will be more clear there. Gold has completed possibly minute wave 1 over here, minute wave 2 expanded flat, minute wave 3 right at around 2957, and it is now producing minute wave 4 towards the 2800 levels. Now the big question is whether minute wave 4 is already complete at 2830, or is it going to give one more wave? Now the only answer is only markets can give us, but probabilities are very high that we have got a, a three-wave A, another three-wave B, which can push little bit higher to complete the structure for wave B, and then turn lower towards wave C to complete wave 4. Still, high probability remains for wave 4 to drop lower. Now, that probability will be eliminated if this price action breaks about 2957 consistently. 2957. It has already touched the 78% or just above the 61.8%. We are still in the vicinity of wave C probability, but if prices drop to a 61.8% and resume its rally, we will confirm that okay, wave 4 could be in place. But right now, we are still of the opinion the probability remains for wave 4 to decline towards 2812. This is the price we are expecting, 2812. All right. The shorts were recommended last time as well around the same price. We still recommend, we still potentially recommend gold on the short side. And here's the trade setup. Potential gold sell around 2920, remaining maybe around 2931. So you can say partial here. And the stop loss, I don't recommend anything above. Don't don't keep your trades open, and also if you're putting the stop loss, keep it tight. 2960 is good enough. And the target, only one target, sir. We are in a counter trend. We don't want to wait and wait and wait. Target is 2815. I would say 281020. That's it. It can drop towards 2790, or it can also go towards 2860. But I think we should say thank you very much to the markets around 2820, and come out of the trade, please. All right, so that is the story. Rashid ji, this is the gold analysis. Potential partial sell 2920, remaining 2931, stop loss 2960, potential targets around 281020. Please watch out for the trigger. It is 1 hour. We are 1 hour away from the potential trigger to come, and let's see how the price action is shaping up then. All right. Okay. Next is pound. We will analyze the 4-hour chart for pound, and all right, here's where the action is. In fact, pound has rallied emphatically, and it should also correct the similar way. The larger degree counts for Great Britain pound. Oh, possible. It is quite possible that it has completed wave three now. We are looking for wave four decline, or I don't know. I'm going to check right now whether wave three is completed in terms of the Fibonacci extensions, because when 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 we are seeing an extended wave, they don't care about the Fibonacci ratios. The standard Fibonacci ratios, they don't really care about. Markets surpass all of them. So if we try and do the Elliott method, that's a perfect match. It's a perfect wave three match. All right, so that's a high potential trade setup. In fact, let me remind you once again, please. Euro USD dollar index, which we have already traded, they are also now a high potential trade setup for a wave four decline, because when one brother is out to do something, other brothers mostly support them. All right, and GBP is the big brother here. So I'm trying to plot wave 4, and wave 4 boundary for pound is somewhere around the 2680, 27 range. We'll also do a channeling technique. Let's see if the channeling works. Seriously speaking, I've not been able to catch the channel very nicely most of the times, but let's see how it goes this time. All right, the channeling is coming around the same price, around maybe around 14th of March. It settles down next week. But today's event is a big event. If it triggers, it can trigger in 2 days as well. It can bring prices there. So if it is wave three, we are looking for a wave four. Now let's add one more ratio, because wave four sometimes can be very shallow. So I'm adding one more ratio, 23%. Maybe 23 is around the 2780, and the second one is around 2680. So let's put a range of 100 points, 2680 and 2780 for GBP USD. Here's the potential trade setup for pound. But again, before that, the targets. The Fibonacci extension, or the fifth wave extension, hypothetical they will be right now, because wave 4 is not in place, but hypothetical, yes, 3200 makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. We are actually going towards 34, but we cannot go to 34 before 32, correct? So we'll keep 32 as the first target. Here is the potential count. So the path for GBP USD, lower first and then towards 3300 or 3200. All right. So here's the potential trade. Please note down the limits for pound, sir, for those who are interested in buying on dips from here. This potential limit order to buy 1.27 or 1.2680 and 1.2780. See, what you can do is, please initiate very small position around 2780 and keep some. Let's say you're trading, let's say one lot. You can divide it into four pieces, 25% and then 75%. So of 25, 50, and let one more 25 piece remain, which you can add later on. Don't, please do not add all at one price. Only 25% here, remaining 50% around 2680, and last 25% when it turns around. This way we can control the equity, we can control the risk. Now, when we are buying wave 4, if we put our stop loss below wave 2, we will not be able to control the risk. We will not be able to manage the risk. But I think if we 20, 250, 400 points of risk, and From 26 to 32, we got 600. If you can manage that, it is good. But if you cannot manage, then I'm giving two options for stop losses. The first technical option for stop loss is wave 1, that is 2500. Or if you can manage the risk properly, then it is 1.2250. We have always recommended 20 to 50 if you remember. But since we are trading wave 4, uh, it might be a big, large risk here. In that case, ideally, if it is an impulse forming, it will not enter the territory of wave 1 ideally, which is around 2500. So technically, we are correct if we place a stop loss around 2500 as well. Technically, we will be correct there as well. And the target pointing towards, we will say 1.3, 1.32, and 1.34. All right, sir, that's the chart analysis for GBP USD. Now, another most interesting analysis. I don't know if you have been following since 17th of Jan, but if you have seen the videos, we actually waited for almost 1 month. I used to bring up those charts every time on a live session, but we used to say, please wait, we want further price confirmation. So now we have got that price confirmation, sir. And tell you what, uh, it is amazingly powerful. Most of the traders are going to forget, potentially they are going to forget the decline of 1929. I repeat, sir, most traders are going to forget the decline of 1929, the Great Depression. And this is just the beginning. If you want to prepare your positions, this is the best time or best place to do so. I've already done the charts for our ease. I'm just adjusting for the first wave. We are we are still in a very nascent stage of wave 3 here. I think it's going to go like wave 3 minute there, and then wave 4 and wave 5. So the structure is so beautifully being carved out. We've got wave 1 of minute degree. Let me take a pointer. This is wave 1 of minute, wave 2 of minute, and the third wave is unfolding. 1, 2, and we are still unfolding the third wave. It is 1, 2, again 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5. This is the place where markets should come and settle. SPX 500 is already done, Nasdaq is already done, Dow Jones is lagging behind. So ideally, we are just beginning the third wave of minute degree, and these are the smaller degree waves. Again, third wave of the smaller degree is unfolding. Let's not get into too much of technicals. Let's come to the trade setup now. The price action right now is 42,500. We recommend selling in 2 or 3 parts. And here is the trade setup on your screens. Potential partial sell around, we already recommended some shorts last session, I remember. It was close to 43,000. So if you're holding those shorts, it is okay. If you're wanting to take fresh, you can take fresh right now around, but take partial, please. We are only recommending partial because the trend is already begun on the south side. Welcome, Isaac. I know you are a bit late, but I will revise everything for you. Don't worry. We have done 4 analysis already. This is the fifth one, I suppose. But please stay there. I will revise everything once again. The Dow Jones is around, we can sell partial around the 600 mark, remaining in two portions. First one around 43,000 and second one 44,000 or 43,800, sorry. This is only in case if there is a pullback. If there is no pullback, we don't have any other trades, only partial. All right, the stop loss goes 1.5% of the equity value, 45,500, and the targets, potential targets are around 41,000 and 37,000. Tell you what, sir, 41,000 and 37,000, they are only the first wave. I repeat, sir, they are only the first wave. Please have a look at what I'm showing or trying to show here. That was the previous wave 4. In the Dow Jones, that was the previous wave 4, August, just before August 2024. SPX 500, Nasdaq, and other global equities might have formed their respective wave 4 in August 24. Dow Jones was one step ahead. It formed maybe in May 2024. So prices are going towards breaking that particular wave 4. I repeat, sir, they are targeting wave 4 in Dow Jones, in SPX, in Nasdaq, and most global. I don't know about other global equities, but these three, yes. I'm not meticulously following others, but Russell 2000 is also on a great decline. But specifically Dow Jones, SPX, and Nasdaq, they are willing to target wave 4 of one lesser degree, the August 2024 lows. All right, so that is where the first wave is going to end. Just imagine it's only the first wave. We've got 5 more waves such to complete, or at least 3 more waves of one larger degree. Even if it drops three waves, it brings us to at least 50%, 50%, 50% value would be eroded of the Dow Jones. So if it is 44 right now, I mean 20,000 or even lower. Do you remember Nasdaq collapsing 80% in 2008? I hope most of you must be remembering. Around 80% in 2007-8. This is going to be bigger than that. That's what I can say. That's what the charts are saying. All right, sir. So that is Dow Jones, and we can pick one more. If you want to have any other analysis done, please let me know. Otherwise, I would revise the 5 of them quickly. Vinay ji, do you want crude to be done? Okay, Rashid bhai is here back. Okay, let's do crude again because I remember Vinay ji does trade crude, WTI crude. I don't know if I'm taking the right one. Please let me know if it is the right one, sir. Is it the right one? Okay. Is it the right one? The 67, 28. I remember last time we were doing something around 63. Okay, last time we had recommended some buy around 65, correct? Okay, so I think it's worked upon correctly. The stop loss is not triggered, so we can continue in that direction, Vinayji. We've got wave 1. I'm not really concerned about the degree. Maybe it's going to be a I think we've got a question again. Just a moment, please. That could be wave two, and now we are heading towards wave three, sir. Uh-oh. Uh, Taha, you have written something JS2. What is that, sir? JS2? Kindly help me. Okay, Mr. RM has typed in New Zealand dollar. Yes, sir, we'll do. No problems, no problems. BTC, okay, okay. So we've got two more to be done after crude with New Zealand US dollar and BTC. Fine. Please give me 2 minutes, sir. We'll analyze crude quickly. We just have to revise. We've done this earlier. It won't take much time. That could be a triangle wave to complete. Wow, look at that, beautiful. It did not break below wave C. So we are going towards wave 3, 4, and 5 higher. But we've got to take it step by step, sir. I think the good thing is that it did not break below that wave C. It hardly tested. So now we've got A, B, C, D, and E. That's a triangle, and ideally we should see a breakout. It's beginning to cut loose on the north side. Let's see if I think it's producing a morning star already. I don't know because let's flip the chart to a candlestick. Okay, yes, it is a morning star, sir. Okay, that's good. So if you have bought already, then there is no need to change anything. Please remain on the long side. I'm not writing the trade setup. Please remain on the long side. We kind of recommended potential buy around the 65 mark. Please remain on the long side. You can place a stop loss just below that low, 65.25. So ideally you can keep below 65.25, maybe 64, or even better, if you place the stop loss below that low, that is wave one. Okay, if you place the stop loss below that low, just 1 point below that low. If it is 63.60, you can put 63.50. That will be a very solid place to keep yourself protected. But tell you what, if the rally is already underway, then just wait for a first resistance to be taken out, and the first resistance to be taken out is 70. Once it clears 70, then mostly the job is done. Right now, I can see it is corrective. The rally is corrective. Okay, so please wait. Okay, okay. Can everyone see the chart on your screen, sir? Can all of you see this WTC chart on your screen, or everyone is seeing GTC logo? Okay, Vinay ji can see. Okay, is it okay now, Mr. Taha? Okay, I think it was just a glitch, technical glitch. Thank you for pointing out. I think we are all good now, okay? Okay, so Vinay ji, this is a corrective wave, so we need to be a bit careful. Right now, place your stop loss below 65. Don't take too much of risk. This has to be an impulse. The moment we see an impulse, it's okay. But 70, a break above 70 will instill further confidence of crude going further higher. But probabilities are very strong for a crude rally from here. You can see that 4-hour chart raising up, and even the daily chart, there must be some kind of a diverging scenarios. So it is good to remain on the long side with a stop loss, potential stop loss around 64, 65. All right. So that is the story in crude. Vinay ji and Rashid ji, I hope it is okay. Now let us take New Zealand dollar and BTC. If If you are okay with it, kindly confirm. If you have any questions, please let me know. Vinayji and sorry, not Tahaji, Rashidji. Crude remains on the buy side. Oh, this is a good one. Uh, Mr. RM, I think the story is resembling, not exactly, but somewhat with pound and euro. Okay, I'm going to bring up the chart for you on a smaller time frame, sir, because that is a major low. 5th of February is a major low. All right, this one is a major low. And then, okay, we've got a good story going here. This is a good one. If this can be taken as a leading diagonal, okay, if we take this as a leading diagonal, I'm really not sure because it's done three waves actually. Only okay, I can take this as a five-wave rally. You can take this also as a five-wave rally. Let's do this. Let's take this as a leading diagonal. All right, leading diagonal is a motive structure. Possibly it could be the beginning of the trend, and we'll do the retracement here. I think it has done the 61.8% already. Yes. So 61.8% bounce has happened. It's not exactly as strong as euros and pound, but it can dig sideways a bit further. If I think it is wave two, then it can dig sideways. But your stop loss, okay, this is the stop loss I recommend in New Zealand dollar, not above that, 0.55. We can enter partially right now, but partially I would recommend to enter on a pullback somewhere close to the 61.8%. So 56.56, all right. That is the stop loss. So the trade setup for New Zealand dollar upon its springs. Potential buy, partial, sir. Sir, I don't know your first name. That's why I'm calling you, addressing you as RM. So please don't mind. Mr. RM, partial buy can be done right now. Only partial buy. 57. All right. Oh, Matthew. All right, Matthew, my friend. We are meeting for the second or third time, I suppose. Now I remember. Yeah. So partial recommendation around the 57 right now. Remaining can be done at around the 56 handle. This one, this price is around the 56.60 something. Not exactly. All right. The stop loss recommended. I'm not recommending any stop loss over there. That is not a support here. This one is a support. So 55.55 handle and the target. Let's find out the target, sir. Target. I need to just give me 1 minute, sir. We just need to take an extension. Nothing else. Now, if the leading diagonal what we have done is correct, then we are going to see something on the north side going forward. 59 as the first target, and sorry, 50, 58, 70, and 59.30. But the story is not going to stop there. $58.70 and 0.5980 or something. All right. It is going above that, Mr. Matthew. Ideally, it is going above that, but it's not exactly following, which normally it does. But sometimes AUD, USD, and New Zealand dollar, they play tricky. They don't exactly follow the majors like euro and pound too. But if it's a leading diagonal, then we are on the right track, sir. All right. So buy partial here, remaining around 56. Place your stop handle below 55. Potential targets are around 59, or maybe you can count around 6,000. All right, sir. So that is the story for New Zealand dollar. And now BTC USD for our friend Taha. One thing that BTC has done in the past week, it has potentially carved a lower boundary, or it is just carving that. So what we are recommending long positions, we are not recommending long positions any further. All right, let me do the counts here. That is minute 1, 2, that is minute, that could be minute 3. We are doing minute, we are possibly minute wave 4 and maybe minute wave 5. This is one way. The second way to do look at it is, it has already completed the first one, first wave. 3 goes here, 4 goes there, and 5 goes here. So that first wave is already complete, 5 waves. All right, and wave 2 has already retraced, or it is going to retrace towards the 98,000 levels. Now what it is doing right now is, you can see it's carving a triangle. Now when it is carving a triangle, I really become very skeptical, because triangles are potentially wave 4s, and that's why I would like to bring this wave 4 here, wave 3 there, and wave 5 will push lower, because triangle structures are normally wave 4. This is wave, and triangles unfold in 5 waves. So you have wave A, B, C, D, and maybe somewhere wave E. Wave E completes somewhere here, and boom, that is what is expected. So buying would be a little bit dangerous right now. It will be riskier to buy Bitcoin. We have to allow a bit more correction. But if you are a trader in Bitcoin, then potential shorts can be recommended. We are 89, so between 89 and possibly, if it's a triangle, it's going to drop from here itself. It won't go above 95. But if it is the other count, which I explained earlier, if it is wave 3, 4, and 5, then this guy can go and hit 98. So we recommend partial shorts here, partial shorts around 98. Stop loss potential goes at above 109, and the take profits, you'll be amazingly surprised where the profits, where the potential drop could be. I'm doing it both ways, sir. One is the triangle count and one is the bigger count. If it is wave 4 triangle, the first target is 70,000. So if it is wave 4 triangle, the first target is 70,000. And if it is the second, if it is the third wave, then it's going much, much, much lower towards 70,000. It could potentially go towards 60 or 65 or even 50,000. So the buying opportunity in Bitcoin got lost when it broke below 89. Remember, we recommended longs with a stop around 89. That was triggered. So the long potential in Bitcoin got over at that time itself, and now it is towards 71 minimum. That's what we are recommending at this point in time. That's what the chart is saying. Uh, the prices of RSI is also storing around the 60,000, 60 mark. So potential of a new all-time highs are reducing with each day passing by. But if you are an investor in Bitcoin, there is some good news because investment point of view, Bitcoin has completed, it has just completed five waves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So even if we go by a retracement value, if it comes back to 50,000, it could be a potential buying opportunity, or just wait for that because long-term trend in Bitcoin is still higher. Maybe you can start buying at that price because the second wave, if it is a second wave of minor degree, then buying can be started around at 50,000. So, but overall trend, overall long-term trend in Bitcoin is very much intact. Even if it corrects lower, that would be buying opportunities, not selling, not leaving Bitcoin out of investment. It would be a good investment strategy. But trading point of view, if you're entering here for investment, you should avoid that. All right. There is some more time for buying Bitcoin. I hope that serves your question, Mr. Taha. And I think we can bring the current session to a pause. But as I see Isaac, you're here.
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Yeah, Isaac. So this is a review session for you, bro. Limit Potential limit order for Euro USD to buy again around 630.60 zone. Stop loss around 1.0300 and targeting around 930 and 1130. That is the first analysis we did for the session. Buying around 630.60, stop loss 3 and targeting 1100. The second was the dollar index. Yeah, the potential limit to sell around 104.70, 105, 104.70, 105, and stop loss recommended 110. We are going much lower, 102, 101, and 199 for the dollar index. For gold, we are still recommending potential shorts 29.20, remaining around 29.31 if prices trigger potentially. Stop loss goes around 29.60. We want to keep it a bit tight, but potential still remains for a 28.10.20 to hit going forward. All right, we are just about 30 minutes away from the trigger, so keep note of that. Next was pound. That was it's again a limit order around 26.80, 27.80, 100 pip zone. Stop loss goes around 2500 and target goes around 3000, 3200, and 3400 respectively. And by the time you were here, we were doing the fifth chart analysis. So that was Dow Jones. All right, sir. So I think if you don't have any other instruments to be analyzed, we can bring today's session to a pause, sir. For those who are joining on YouTube, if you have any questions, please let me know or we'll bring it a pause here. My friends, Anthony, Isaac, Mr. Matthew, Taha, and Shuklaji, if you do have any other charts to be analyzed, please let me know or we can bring the current session to a pause. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brother Anthony. God bless you too as well. And I hope that you would be here. I think you would be here for other sessions as well. I have I have sent all the links, all the webinar links initially. Mr. Anthony, you can go through and you can register for other English or Hindi sessions if you want to. No problems, Vinayji. Thank you for joining again. You've been right from the first day, and thank you so much for your kind support, sir. Thank you, Mr. Matthew. Thank you, Isaac. Brother Isaac, are you okay? Brother Taha,
Yes.
any other analysis?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. This is my email address. Just a moment, Anthony. I'm passing all the links. I'm passing all the links for webinars to join and the YouTube link as well. These are all the webinar links if you want to join. We are doing 4 webinars every week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And here's the YouTube link for all the past videos, all possible past videos. Please keep checking. They are always updated. Sometimes it takes a bit time, but please keep checking out. All right, Mr. Anthony, I think I've given you what you wanted. All 4 webinar links to register and previous session links. So thank you once again, Taha and Matthew. We'll see you for English next Tuesday and Friday, for Hindi Wednesday and Thursday, and for all, you're welcome for all sessions, sir. All right, so until the next one, please do take care and God bless, brothers. Goodbye.